Being productive in the digital era isn't always easy. That's because there's so many tools and systems and apps, it's easy to get overwhelmed or let things slip through the cracks. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like there's almost nothing more annoying than when you open your phone to make a note and instead you get distracted by various apps or notifications or content of some kind that's vying for your attention. Sometimes it feels like our phones are so full of distractions that they actually end up working against us, which is why I'm excited about a new minimalist MagSafe accessory I've been testing from Moft called the Snap Note Stand, which lets me quickly capture ideas I have when I'm focused on getting some work done at the coffee shop or tracking some to-dos or reminders in a non-digital way. It's great when inspiration strikes when I'm in the middle of shopping or picking up some groceries. It's great for when you're out on the range or the court and you have new ideas that hit you in between swings. It's also great when you're at a meeting and you just need to scribble down some keywords that are going to be important to remember in an analog way. And that makes all the difference in the world for certain things. Why? Because sometimes it just flows better. Also, it's simpler. You can see, in order to capture these ideas or check out my to-do list, I didn't even have to open and unlock my phone. So after I reference or capture something, then I can just stick this back on my phone because it's MagSafe, and then I can just get back to it without getting sidetracked. For me, adding a bit of analog to my otherwise digital toolset just helps me flow through my day better. That's because this is simpler. I can capture inspiration freely, then I can organize those thoughts on the go. And because this has a pop-out stand, when I get back to the desk, then I can get into organizing my thoughts and reviewing everything at the end of the day. There really is something that's just cool about combining analog and digital tools. I feel like it helps me be more creative, number one, but also more productive. I don't know why people feel like they have to limit themselves to either one or the other, when honestly, it doesn't have to be like that. These can work together seamlessly and form a really awesome system. So let me just give you a bit of a demo of Moft's Snap Note Stand. It's a 4-in-1 MagSafe productivity accessory designed to help you capture your ideas, but not only that, it's also there to help you take action as well, all while helping you avoid that crazy minefield of distractions that you have to walk through every time you open up a device and need to do something productive. Now, as you can see, we've got a pad of paper here. There's a cardboard back here that I'm gonna go ahead and put in this flap so that it's gonna stay in place and keep the paper nice and accessible. And the pad of paper actually comes in two varieties. There's the regular notebook pad, and then there's also a sticky note variety. Now you probably already noticed this cool foldable pen in some of the footage. It folds flat and it actually lives right here. There's a little indicator on the spine that shows you where it's supposed to be placed. And it's actually pretty amazing that all of this stuff fits in this slim little package that fits right in your pocket. But you can quickly grab the pen, fold it up, and start writing. And this notepad over on the left, that's where you're meant to capture your ideas and your inspiration. So a good way to think of this is as a canvas where you can freely capture your thoughts. So you can either just write on the phone itself, just like this, or sometimes I'll take this off and write with just the Snap Note Stand. But I have to point out, this pen writes so smoothly. It really surprised me. For how compact this pen is, it's actually very easy to grip and to write with. So the proper way to hold it is just like you see here. Now you also might have noticed this flap here. That lifts up and lets you keep track of your daily reminders or your to-do list, which I find particularly useful when I have this sitting in front of me on my desk or at the coffee shop, wherever I'm working. Because then I can just easily see whatever it is that I need to have top of mind, again, without having to even get into and open up the phone. Now here's something that's really cool. As you go throughout the day and you're creating some notes and you need to organize those, there's actually a folder flap here behind where you keep your to-dos or your reminders, and that kind of lets you just do some light organization until you get back to your desk where you maybe review everything at the end of the day. So I like to think of that as the place where you're gonna store your core ideas. Just to reiterate, this is not only useful and cool, it's a very ingenious system, but I would say it's also very important. Why? Because apps distract, but Moft's Snap Note Stand doesn't. And again, I just want to emphasize what I love about this is that it's not meant to replace your digital tools. On the contrary, it does a great job of complementing them. Now personally, at the end of the day, after I've accomplished all the things that I set out to do, I like to take a minute and just sort of reflect and just sort of look over the things that I've noted down, what it is that I have going on, some of my brainstorms, and then I'll integrate the stuff that I deem important and that I want to save into one of my favorite apps of all time, Freeform. It really is a perfect pairing for me because I can capture freely with the Snap Note stand all throughout the day, and then I can come back to Freeform, scan in the stuff that matters from the analog side of things, and then just keep connecting the dots digitally. It can support your phone as a stand, and you can also save one credit card, which fits into the left side as well. But here's the other important intersection. While it's sometimes easier to just capture something on a piece of paper, saving it digitally not only lets me create an archive, but it also lets me search through all of my different notes. And I actually find that that helps me to bring my projects together in a more natural and organic way, where I actually get to take advantage of the best of both worlds, analog and digital. So if you're looking for a way to focus better throughout the day, and if you also want something convenient that plays well with all the apps and tools you already use and love, then it's absolutely worth checking into my Snap Note stand. Now this project is currently crowdfunding on Kickstarter, so if you're interested, click the link down below for more information. You know I love great accessories, and this has got to be one of the most unique and original that I've ever seen come across my desk. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to get those answered for you. You can also check out the MOF Snap Note stand linked up down below, of course. Don't forget to check out the courses, including the productivity course, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later.